Hi, I'm Tim Draper, and I'm with Draper Associates. I've been a venture capitalist for most of my life, and probably all my conscious life. I started Draper University, and I wrote a book, How to Be the Startup Hero. I am very honored to be among the group that is a part of the $1 Billion Secret book. And I'm very thrilled that I could contribute. And I think this is a great opportunity for you as an entrepreneur, or you as a reader, to look deep into the souls of some of these people who have made huge impacts on the world and made big creations that ended up transforming society in one way or another. I'm very pleased. Now, my tips for you are probably the following. One is, don't be afraid to be apart from the crowd. Elon Musk said, we're going to go to Mars. And a lot of people thought he was crazy, but some of the great engineers in the world all decided they wanted to join him because they thought, how will we get to Mars? Deng Xiaoping said, some of us will get rich first, as he brought capitalism and market economy into China, and he transformed that entire country of 1 billion people. To make a big impact on the world, you have to be willing to step outside, be a little embarrassed or whatever, and try something that no one else has tried before. And I think that's probably the most important thing. Another thing is to make sure you work hard. The other thing I noticed about a lot of the people that I worked with that became extraordinarily successful was that they had a mission, and it had nothing to do with the money. It had to do with spreading goodwill around the world, changing the way people think, transforming society. It was more of a revolutionary than a money person. And it's sort of one of the great ironies of life that the people who come and say, hey, I want to go make a lot of money, end up poor. And the people who come in and say, I have a mission, and end up rich. And so I think you build a mission, you grow a mission, people want to attach themselves to you, and your life will be extraordinary. And I want you to be aware that this will be a very different life than most of the people that live lives on this earth. If you are trying to do something extraordinary, it is a very unusual and sometimes very difficult life. I think that there's another big opportunity for you, and that is, think about how you can take new technologies and apply them to markets that have been run the same way over and over and over. Go after something where you're getting bad service at a high cost, and take new technology into that industry and see if you can start a business there. And when you're starting a business, people have asked me, well, what do you do? What do you do? How do you start a business? Take that first step. You take a first step, and then maybe you have to take a step back or a few steps to the left. But taking the first step always takes you toward your goal. And you have to keep moving one step at a time toward your goal. And as long as you keep taking those steps, eventually you'll end up with something quite extraordinary. And as an entrepreneur, you know that you're taking an enormous risk with your life and your family's life and all the people around you. So make sure the mission is really important. And with that, I am so sorry I'm not there in London with you, but I want you to all know that I like this mission. I like that people are thinking big, and I like the idea of listening to some of the people who have had very successful life experiences. So thank you, and go get them.